Hello everyone, welcome back to Sunita's English Adventure. This is Sunita Rawat and I am truly excited to continue reading The Alchemist with you all. And if you are new to this channel, let me tell you this is a reading vlog wherein we explore books together and I'm so glad that you are joining me in this journey. So, in the last video, we read the first few paragraphs of this book. And before diving into today's reading, let me just provide you a quick recap of what we covered in the last episode in a very simple language so that you could follow along easily. So, the story goes like this. In the beginning, we met the main character of the story, a boy named Santiago, such a nice name. So he arrived at an old and abandoned church with his flock of sheep, and the church was in a very bad condition. The roof had fallen in, and nature had taken over that place. Even a large sycamore tree had grown in the spot where sacristy used to be. So, sacristy was a place where sacred things were kept, but that was no longer there because of the tree. And Santiago decided to spend the night there, and he made sure that his sheep were safe and used his already read book as pillows. And he thought to himself that thicker books would make better pillows. As he slept, he had the same dream he had had a week before, and he just woke up before the dream ended. And when he opened his eyes, he could see stars through the broken roof. So after Santiago woke up, most of his sheep already started to stir, as if they were used to his routine of waking up because they were waking up the same time as Santiago did. And it was because they had been with Santiago for more than 2 years, wandering around the countryside in search of food and water. So that was it about the last reading episode. And I think we are all caught up. So let's continue with the further paragraphs. But there were certain of them who took a bit longer to awaken. The boy prodded them one by one with his crook, calling each by name. He had always believed that the sheep were able to understand what he said. So there were times when he read them parts of his books that had made an impression on him, or when he would tell them of the loneliness or the happiness of a shepherd in the fields. Sometimes he would comment to them on the things he had seen in the villages they passed. But for the past few days, he had spoken to them about only one thing: the girl, the daughter of a merchant who lived in the village they would reach in about 4 days. He had been to the village only once, the year before. The merchant was the proprietor of dry goods shop, and he always demanded that the sheep be sheared in his presence so that he would not be cheated. A friend had told the boy about the shop, and he had taken his sheep there. I need to sell some wool, the boy told the merchant. The shop was busy, and the man asked the shepherd to wait until the afternoon. So the boy sat on the steps of the shop and took a book from his bag. I didn't know shepherds knew how to read, said a girl's voice behind him. The girl was a typical of the region of Andalusia, where with flowing black hair and eyes that vaguely recalled the Moorish conquerors. Well, usually I learn more from my sheep than from books, he answered. During the 2 hours they talked, she told him she was the merchant's daughter and spoke of life in the village, where each day was like all the others. The shepherd told her of the Andalusian countryside and related the news from other towns where he had stopped. It was a pleasant change from talking to his sheep. How did you learn to read? The girl asked at one point. Like everybody learns, he said. In school. Well, if you know how to read, why are you just a shepherd? The, the boy mumbled an answer that allowed him to avoid responding to her question. He was sure the girl would never understand. He went on telling stories about his travels, and her bright Moorish eyes went wide with fear and surprise. As the time passed, the boy found himself wishing that the day would never end, that her father would stay busy and keep him waiting for 3 days. He recognized that he was feeling something he had never experienced before: the desire to live in one place forever, with the girl with the raven hairs His days would never be the same again. But finally, the merchant appeared and asked the boy to shear 4 sheep. He paid for the wool and asked the shepherd to come back the following year. So that's it for today's reading, and I hope you're liking Santiago's story as much as I am. And if you really like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more reading vlogs, conversational videos, informative videos, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Tata bye bye. Thanks for watching.